what's going on? Oh shoot, let me get plugged in.
Alright guys, I'm gonna get my hat and set up my lights and shit, and I'll be back out here.
Okay, hey, what's up, Broadway? What's up, Wrangler?
What's up, man? What's going on, Paul?
Hey, what's going on? All right. Hey, El Grappo. He's busy over there.
He's getting his hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's up, PDR? How you doing, brother?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. You know, I'm glad we're doing this show because there's so much to talk about. So much is going on in the world. We got to get it out there.
Back to back.
Yeah. You know,
this
just
week was crazy, man.
Yeah, one thing after another, man. It just don't stop.
Yeah, I took a break from all the madness last night and hung out with some musicians I know.
Oh, that's
good. And then
good.
I met a new one. So I got some friends of mine. I'm actually wearing their hat right now, called the Good Old Boys.
Oh, okay,
right?
All right.
And they're a country rap band. Okay. Well, they do more than country rap. They do mostly metal and rock and roll and shit, but they also do country rap. And they're on tour right now, and they stopped in Chico and asked me to come up, man. So I went up there. And they had a big Smo with them. And he ain't big no more. He's a skinny motherfucker. And I actually met him, and he was one of the coolest dudes in the world, man. I mean, I don't smoke, but he's sitting there throwing joints out like this.
Holy shit.
Right? So,
yeah.
I don't smoke weed, but he's throwing baseball bats into the crowd.
Oh, man. That's
a
too
big
much.
Motherfucker.
Hey, what's up, Al Grapple?
I'm going to give this to X. The other one I have is actually autographed, so I'm going to keep it. So, but yeah, you're one of the coolest cats I've ever met as an artist, most approachable motherfucker in the world. Even though I was on the tour bus with him, he actually sat down and talked with me for about 2 hours before he went on stage.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And I brought my father-in-law along with me last night because he just got diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer.
Oh,
he's terminal.
That's terrible.
Sorry. And he wanted to meet Smo, so I went down to Sacramento, scooped him up. Well, actually, over off of he lives over there by the Sacramento airport. So I went over, picked him up, and took him up to meet Big Smo because he's always wanted to meet him. You know. So I mean, he was just totally blown away that he got to meet an artist. You know, he's been dying to meet and go to a concert for like the past 15 years.
That's awesome.
And not only did he get to sit down and have a meet and greet, they had dinner together and smoked a couple bowls together, and yeah, man,
everything. It's fucking awesome.
So he's like, afterwards, man, my father-in-law and I don't get along. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? We do not get along. Last night, he gave me the world's biggest bear hug and said, "Thank you. That's my make-a-wish. Now, if I die tonight, I'm dying a happy motherfucker." And that's exactly what he told me.
Right on.
He goes, "If cancer takes me tonight, I go a happy motherfucker tonight."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you guys have for dinner?
Barbecued ribs.
Love that.
Of course, it turns out Smo's a vegetarian. Me and the Good Old Boys had steak and ribs, and Smo had some sort of Indian dish. It was based out of beans.
It's healthy.
Al Guapo,
yeah,
what did you eat tonight?
Huh?
Phil, what did you eat tonight?
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Shit. I cheated today on my diet, and I went to Panda Express.
Okay, hey, nothing wrong with that. How about you, Broadway?
That's what I had for lunch. I went to the Chinese buffet up here for lunch.
I haven't eaten yet. I'll buy a little later.
Oh, okay.
And then sitting inside my bedroom right now in a bag is a fucking super burrito that's about that fucking big around the mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
That's about that fucking long.
Damn, that's a big burrito. That's a big burrito.
It's called a Gordo garbage burrito.
Gordo.
It's got everything on it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what are the topics?
I haven't had one of those.
Okay, the topics, I got a whole bunch of them. Okay, you know, we could talk about Trump being indicted with 34 felony counts, 4 criminal cases. We got Biden, what's going on with him? I know he had a brain aneurysm in 1988, but I mean, does he have dementia? Why is he screwing up on his speeches? And then we got China might be invading Taiwan. Oh, and here's one for you, Executioner. We should talk probably about Bray Wyatt, who dies at 36. Why? How come he died at 36? I mean, that's so young. Terry Funk, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
And so.
I know why Bray Wyatt died.
We'll talk about that.
Okay, and then.
We'll cover Terry Funk.
Okay, and then I got the Long Island serial killer. We could talk about the Wagner Group. Were they assassinated? Putin, World War III, is that happening? Climate change.
Whoa.
There's an iceberg over in Newfoundland. I mean, there's just tons of stuff.
And also Bob Barker passed away today.
Oh, yeah.
Great Bob Barker.
Yeah, but he was old as hell, though.
99.
Yeah, shit.
You know what people don't realize is that if you get entered into the California penal system and they give you that orange jumpsuit and those flip-flops, those orange jumpsuits and flip-flops are made by the Barker Corporation. Bob Barker.
Sorry. Now, Wapo, you live in Florida, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Your governor has just declared a state of emergency.
Oh, for what?
Invested some storm coming in.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
I guess it's like a major hurricane or tropical storm. It briefly popped up in my feed.
And
He just went through and declared a state of emergency.
And Phil,
for like 33 counties in Florida.
Over in Jacksonville, Florida, you also too had several people killed in a mass shooting, and that just happened.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't been watching the news today, and I normally get the hurricane warnings, and I'm a bit like, I have PTSD to be honest with you from last year because my house got flooded. I had over 18 inches of water through the whole fucking house because of hurricane.
Get ready again, buddy.
And Hurricane Nicole.
Yeah. Hey, Wapo, you better go check. Do you have Twitter?
No, I did, but I don't really get on there a lot.
Well, that's where he just put his declaration of emergency.
That's the one thing I fucking hate about. You know, I was good for like the first year and a half here, no issues, and then all of a sudden 2 hurricanes exactly 1 month apart, back to back, and I'm still putting my house back together because you can't get a contractor to work with this shit down here.
They're doing all the work for nothing. And you gotta turn around and call again.
Yep.
Well, Phil,
I
hope you stay safe, man.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
that's why I gave him the heads up. Because he said he was living in Florida. I'm like, well, fuck. But that state of emergency just literally popped on my Twitter feed. So I figured I'd tell him.
Yeah, my sister lives out in Florida, too. She survived 1 hurricane. Phil, how many hurricanes have you been through?
Since I've been back here, 2.
2.
Back in the 90s, I was down in Miami for Hurricane Andrews for that one. And then in New Jersey, we had one that came up in the 80s. But, Jesus Christ, Florida's Gulf Coast. So it's, the West Coast. But the problem is that that storm cuts across the state, because that's what happened last year. We had, the first storm, I think, came up the coast, like they normally do, but the second storm came from the Gulf and cut directly across the fucking state eastward, diagonally, and it pushed the intercoastal waterway, which is my backyard, pushed all that fucking water right into my house, basically.
Well, that's what's going to happen again, man. Better get prepared.
Well, I have a collection of pallets and sandbags that I've been collecting over the past year so that I can put all my personal belongings and appliances up on pallets this time. And then if it's really gonna come, I'm just gonna have to evacuate. Take the ambulance and go.
Well, at least you got the heads up now before we went live.
Yeah, I got the fuck. I really don't.
Sorry, man, I didn't mean to trigger your PTSD, dog.
No, it's alright, it's with all the shit I've been through. I've been hit by a fucking car, I've been in the Marine Corps, all sorts of other nasty shit, but those 2 fucking storms, man, and I was in the house during the first one with Ian, and because I barricaded the house, 200 sandbags, took me a whole week to do it. Got prepped for that motherfucker. Had a power converter inside so I could make coffee and shit, and the sandbags didn't even slow the water down, and the power was out, and you lose cell phone signals too. So I had no power, no cell phone, no nothing, and I'm literally watching with flashlights and candles. I'm watching the water come through the walls at 9 o'clock at night, and I live like right on the intercoastal, so there's alligator back here, and so it was already dark out. I am not going out, so I had to wait the whole fucking night with all my animals. Next morning I had to go get my canoe, get the water out of it, and paddle out of here with my 3 dogs.
Man.
So,
You get the Florida yard dogs in your yard. Holy shit.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about at least you don't have to worry about looters.
You're right. Yeah, if they don't want to swim.
No.
Besides everything, I lost all my albums. I lost a whole bunch of shit that I had here. Once that salt water comes in, it destroys everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so many people lose their personal belongings, like their family photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to get that stuff on the net or get it on the cloud, so, yeah.
Yeah, but a good thing. Are you in a house or a mobile home?
I'm in a house, but it's a low-lying area, so unfortunately, it's like I said, we had 18 inches in the house last year.
Okay, so one of the things you can do, man, if you got access to your attic,
Yeah.
you can put a lot of your personal belongings up there in your rafters.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of space up there, but I will start doing that. That's why I started collecting pallets this time, because I want to try to save my appliances. I lost, washer, dryer, refrigerator, stove, all that shit last time. So this time I've got a bunch of stacks of pallets I've been collecting throughout the year. I'm just gonna try to.
Yeah, when I lived in a flood-prone area, I went out and got myself one of them giant Walmart totes. Got a couple of boards, laid them up in my attic over my rafters, and put a.
Get started.
Oh, yeah,
And
sorry.
I put a bin up there
Phil.
Yeah,
to save all my personal shit.
yeah, I'm gonna be busy this week. Looks like it. Getting ready for this motherfucker.
Hang in there, Phil. Hang in there, man.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Thanks for the watch.
Hey, Paul, are you in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm in Sacramento.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so are you, Wrangler. You are?
No, I'm north of you. I'm in Marysville.
Okay, I'm in Elk Grove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know where that's at. I went. My oldest brother went to Elk Grove High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we grew. The first ranch my family owned was over off Eagles Nest Road. You know where that's at? Down there.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
It's between. It's out there by Galt. We were
Okay.
like a 10-minute drive from Galt.
Okay. I used to live in Citrus Heights, Carmichael, downtown Sacramento on W Street, Elk Grove,
Yeah, I
Green
grew
Haven.
up. So basically, when I was from birth until I was 10, I lived in Del Paso Heights over
okay.
there off McClellan Street, right around the school, right literally down the street from Castory, which when I was a kid was called McClellan.
I think Broadway is ready to go.
Oh, yep.
Yep, okay.
All right, here we go. We're about to get started.
All right, X, bring us in, please.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and a marginal thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Woke up in the sanitarium, in the ring, I feel like Leatherface. When I bury you, they know the vibes when I'm coming through. They told you lies, but we know the truth. Vibes, gotta let it live. Gone, I can't feel my face. Gone, you won't see my face. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Sanitarium. Better get up, shake, make 'em spit up. Bitch, coffee swims up. Bitch, breathing this blood. Better get up, shake, make 'em spit up. Bitch, coffee swims up. Breathing this blood. Woke up in the sanitarium.
Are we on?
Yes, we're on.
Hola, mi amigo. ¿Cómo está? Welcome everybody to another episode of the Sanitarium. Leatherface is not with us tonight, but we do have the executioner, Paul Dale Roberts, Wrangler Dave, and possibly Terry the Taint. Our fearless leader, Leatherface, is taking care of family business. He's hanging out with his kids tonight. So, anyways, we're going to have a great show. Hope you tune in and stay with us. On a personal note, if there's any women here in the northern Florida area that want to date with El Guapo, please hit me up. Where are you, X? Come on.
What up?
What up, brother?
What's going on with you, Phil? Or El Guapo?
Just getting ready for another hurricane. Seems coming across the Gulf.
Oh, man, I feel you, man. Hey, I hope it don't go where you're at, but
Thanks,
9
brother.
times out of 10, I think it will, but I hope it ain't gonna be that bad as the other one.
I appreciate your thoughts and prayers. Thank you, sir. So,
Yeah.
we're going to have a good show tonight. Thank you for producing it and handling the controls. We're going to go ahead and bring on Paul Dale Roberts after we have our commercial break from our sponsor, the Uranus Fudge Factory in Uranus, Missouri. Everybody's favorite fudge. It's, you got anything else going on in the world this week? Or with you, brother?
Oh man, there's a lot going on, but I think we could talk about that when everybody else get on, because there's a big thing going on. But yeah, I got some things going on underneath the works for me, but we'll wait till when everything else get on here. So
Absolutely.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I heard there's some imposters out there. You know, we'll just let everybody know this is the real Off the Hook Network. Don't satisfy for simple imposters or near-do-wells. This is the real thing.
Yeah.
So,
The real
yeah.
deal, but we're not gonna talk about that. Let's let that shit go.
Yeah, let's have some fun tonight. While we roll some footage of that beautiful fudge factory.
Okay, here we go.
Not everything is as it seems on the surface, as this family's about to find out.
Are we there yet? Mom, Timmy's pulling my hair. Timmy, stop it. Are we there yet? I gotta use the bathroom. Me too.
Well, kids, I told you to go potty back at the house.
Oh, look, honey, we can pull over in a couple miles and let them pee in Uranus.
Yeah, Dad. I want to pee in Uranus. I want to pee in Uranus too, Dad.
Look, honey, the billboard says Uranus is only a couple miles away.
Look, it says the best fudge comes from Uranus.
That sounds delicious. I sure hope they pack my fudge better than your dad does.
Well, I'm sure we'll all learn a few things in Uranus.
I want to try all the fudge in Uranus. I hope they have mint fudge in Uranus.
I'm so excited to be in Uranus with the kids.
And I can't wait to pull into Uranus.
I want to be in Uranus. Fudge, yeah.
If you live too far away to let your family pee in Uranus, don't worry. You can order your fudge online at www.uranusgeneralstore.com. I'm going to go pee in Uranus right now.
Fudge, yeah!
What the fudge you waiting for? Stop prairie dogging and pull the trigger. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order your fudge today.
Fudge, yeah.
That fudge, man.
You know that woman
Shit
who plays
cracks me up every time.
that woman who plays the mom, the one in the convertible there, smoking hot.
What do you think? We should bring on the other two?
Yeah, let's bring on the round table. It's Paul Dale Roberts and Wrangler Dave. And I don't know, did you hear his
Okay.
voice tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an introduction of the Sanitarium. We got yours, truly, El Guapo. And he got yours, truly, the Executioner. And I want to bring in yours, the one and the only, Paul Dale Roberts.
Hey, what's up? And I got Saw. If you guys ever saw that movie.
And I have the co-host, yours truly, the co-host of Wrestle News Buzz in Trailer Park, Wrangler Dave's Trailer Park, the one and only Wrangler Dave.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
All
Live
right.
from the trailer, my man. And I'm literally live in the trailer. Literally.
You're live in Tomato Alley.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, no.
Hey, tonight, I think we have a lot to talk about. I mean, there's so much going on in the world, and a lot of times I get my opinion out there, but I want to hear opinions from everybody. I'm just going to kind of throw it out, but first, I want to throw one out to the Executioner because he was part of the wrestling community, and I want to know what he thinks about Bray Wyatt dying at the age of 36. Was this some kind of a thing with steroids? What was going on with that?
Well, I can tell you this. No, it wasn't. And my opinion of this is it could be, to be honest, it could be anything. We don't know really. All we can assume is we hope that, he went through a good natural cause, but we know that didn't happen. So a lot of people think, the booster with the COVID, like they said earlier, he thinks maybe the booster, that's a possibility, but there's no proven fact about that. I don't see no proof of that.
Yeah, it was the COVID-19 there. That's what they're saying, the booster,
It's
So
possible.
Actually, what happened is he was battling a brief illness that caused strain on his heart, and he died of cardiac arrest. That's actually what's come out. Even his family has come out and said that he died of a cardiac arrest after a brief illness. That's what I've heard, and that's what's on the pipeline. I cannot say 100% it's true, because you got to wait for like autopsy and coroner's reports, right? So, but from what I understand, he died of a heart attack due to a brief illness that he had previous to his heart attack.
And what was the situation on Terry Funk?
He was just old.
Yeah, he was old and sick.
He was sick. He was sick for a while. I don't know. He did a video earlier before he died. He said, he was tired. He was just wore out. He's ready to go. And he kept telling people to stop sending him pictures to sign. And he says, I'm not doing that no more. I'm just ready to go. Terry Funk did a lot to his body, and it caught up with him, years later.
I'm sure you've seen it, X. Any good wrestling fan has seen Beyond the Mat, the documentary from was it 1999? And in the beginning they showed Terry Funk and supposedly his farewell match, one of his farewell matches, because we know he had a few of them.
That was a work.
Yeah.
That was work. Just for that public.
getting back to what you were saying, you're absolutely right. This is a man. First, he was 79 years old, and we'd all be lucky if we can make it to that. To be honest with you, I mean, nobody's guaranteed to do a Bob Barker and make it to 99. 79 is a pretty good run. And on top of that, if you beat your body up like that man did over the years, especially, you know, what's funny is like in his early part of the career, in the late 60s, early 70s, he was a traditional wrestler. He got color, which